Welcome to the world. Welcome to the world.
Hey guys, it's Lewis here, and welcome to Lazy Sundays. I am going to be doing this commentary while I wait for a video to buffer because my internet is terrible today, and you probably, maybe not, maybe you have, I don't know. You might have seen my video. I believe it was put out on Thursday, where I talk about the Take-Two license, and I spoke about how I didn't want to do gameplay, and I was going to talk about that in this video. And what I'm going to talk about is how games become boring, and this essentially isn't about WWE games, it's actually about Call of Duty. And you will see on the screen we got some Battlefield. Now I'm also kind of bored of that, but this was recorded earlier on. Next week I want to do a little bit of a special thing, because you'll see next week anyway. But basically, I get to this point in games where it's really weird, and it happens a lot with Call of Duty and Battlefield, where I play it so much and I become quite good at it. But eventually I play it so much that I don't get bored of it, but I start to do really badly. Now the weird thing with Modern Warfare 3 at least is I am still able to do very well with a sniper. But as soon as I go to those assault rifles, every single time I see someone, they're shooting me first. I can't get them. You know, I don't spot people as well. It's really weird, and I think it's just because, I don't know if it's you get too cocky with it, or you just become less interested. I think I become very bored of WWE games very quick. I believe, you know, the universe mode, it just is too repetitive. I believe, you know, the story mode just isn't, you know, things have already happened. What's might be so interesting about that? FIFA I get very bored of, because it's almost like, you know, the same with the NBA game. It's sport, and you know, you can almost, there's levels you get to with sport games where it's very, you get to a point where you're just like, can't be bothered playing, because once you played it for a while, you just become lazy and are not as active in it, so you get bored of it. But with shooting games, you seem to go on and on and on and on for ages, doing really well, and eventually you dip right down. You start doing bad, you start getting bored, you start getting annoyed, and it just doesn't work. And for some reason, I mean, just with, you know, Call of Duty and all these games, I think it comes to this point where you really have to take some time just to leave it out, because you become very frustrated, you become very bored, and it kind of ruins the games in a lot of ways. So, you know, that's what I've done. I've left these games. Today I'm doing a whole day where I'm just making videos. I'll probably end up playing Call of Duty again tonight, because I just cannot stop myself. But that's what I'll do. But, you know, I think video games are obviously very fun to play, but I think they also have their limits. I think, you know, you need to watch when you play a game, because people become, it's like music, a little less severe than music, but if you like a song, then your thing you want to do is because you like it so much is when you have your iPod in, you'll listen to it, and then maybe you'll listen to a couple other songs and you go, I want to listen to that song again, and you continuously listen to it. 2 weeks later, they're very, you know, hearing that song, it just annoys you so much. So you've got to watch out. As soon as you start becoming a little bit bored, a little bit annoyed, you know, not as good on a game, I think it's kind of good to leave it. Otherwise, you're just going to end up hating the game. I think it's a lot easier to go back to a game than it is to music. But it is difficult. I mean, you know, I do not play WWE games very much. You know, I will. Here's the thing: is when for a bit, my Xbox on my dad wasn't working, so I played the PS2, and I play Here Comes the Pain, and I play the story mode, and I really enjoyed that. But that's because it's a custom story mode. But it was the only thing I would do. I can't just go in and do an exhibition match anymore. I remember when I was younger, I'd just go in and play continuous matches. I made storylines up in my head almost. You know, oh, this is an unknown contenders match. This is that. This is that. And I have more fun making videos, I think, now than I do just playing the game. You know, I can have a lot of fun just playing the game if it's certain games. WB definitely not. And you know, sometimes with even sports games, you know, I can get bored of it. And I think the thing that games that just kind of makes it really boring is the people that play them almost sometimes. I think, you know, you always get these people that do the most annoying things. They camp in corners, they do this, or, you know, yesterday, it's unbelievable. I just said camp in corners, and it's a bit hypocritical, but they're sitting in a corner, just a random corner, not even a corner, like, at the edge of the map or anything, and they're just waiting for people to come past them, they get them. Now, I was at the end, if you know Terminal, in Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, I was at the back of it on the trolleys at the back, and I was sitting there because you can get a perfect sniper shot. Now, what people annoy me about in Call of Duty is if someone gets a sniper kill, if it's not a quick scope or a no scope, they're really annoyed about it. They're like, oh, but that's so stupid. But it's like, that's the whole point in a sniper. You get to the back, you get to a vantage point where someone can't come up behind you, and you shoot at people. And people would get, someone sent me a really, like, a long message just complaining about it. It's unbelievable. And then they think, oh, well, you're using a sniper at the back of the map, you must have no skill. We go straight into another game. I have my assault rifle, I kill him like 3 times. And, you know, yeah, I think people in games can really frustrate you as well. And I think you need to try and, I think everyone needs to try and tone down the amount of games they play, not because of reasons other people say, like, oh, it's not healthy for you, oh, this, it's just because it can ruin games, it can make you more of an angry person, I think, and it just makes you kind of very hateful in some ways. And, you know, if you can just kind of balance your day, like, I do not go out every night, it's just not what I do. I like to stay in quite a few nights, so, you know, but I need to balance it. You can't just play for the whole night, play Call of Duty. You need to maybe play a little bit of Call of Duty, maybe play a little bit of FIFA, then you maybe go on the computer, watch some videos, maybe watch some TV. You do all these different things just to kind of separate time and you know, just kind of give yourself, you know, more enjoyment out of everything, in my opinion. And, you know, I think there's times where you're like, I'm gonna just play Call of Duty all night, seems fun. I guess you can do that, but I think you can't do that all the time. So, this video's getting around about 7 minutes, that's the kind of length I like for these, so thank you for watching, guys. Please like the video, tell me in the comments what you think of this Lazy Sunday series, and thank you for watching, please subscribe.
This is the moment, tonight is the night.